Hey everybody, this is Rebel Builder, and this is the Imperial Patrol Transport. Now this isn't a mock. What this really is a different version of the Coruscant police gunship. And that was set number 75046 and came out in 2014. Now I bought that original set and put it together, did a review, and took it apart. And later I finished watching the Clone Wars and saw the arc where they actually appeared and thought the ship looked really cool in the show, so I regretted taking it apart. So later on, the ship made a reappearance in Star Wars Rebels. I think at this point, it has appeared in about 3 episodes. So now instead of the dark gray and dark blue with the red canopy here, it is Imperial colors, so gray and black, and you gotta have the Imperial insignia on here. Once an idea like this hatches, the first place you go to is Bricklink and you start looking at some of the obscure parts. This one all started with these canopy pieces, and I was in luck that you could actually get those in the transparent black, which fits with the color scheme we see in Rebels. And a lot of these parts, these black pieces here, these are left over from the original Coruscant police gunship. Now I think looking at it from the front here with the dark canopy and those black wing pieces here and those cannons, I think that looks pretty cool. I'm really happy that I put this thing back together. And I was able to use quite a few of the original police gunship parts, some of these weird ones like this boat piece in the back there, that's kind of one of those parts that ends up in your collection and kind of hard to come up with a good use for, so I was glad I was able to repurpose it. Now I did make one modification here, these tail pieces. In the original set, they just kind of stick straight out, and looking at some of the images, they have a slant to them. They slant upwards. So I just added some hinges in here and bent these up at a 45-degree angle. Now here in the front, if you're not familiar with the original set, this canopy opens up, and for my pilot in there, I used one of the ATDP drivers. Now since this is like a kind of sci-fi helicopter, I thought he was kind of an appropriate pilot. I didn't think a stormtrooper was good, and a TIE fighter pilot would be too overqualified to pilot one of these, so this is what I used. And of course, here on the side, these panels open up, and I have a squad of stormtroopers in there. And if you look closely at those guys, they do have the blue stripes on their helmets for the Star Wars Rebels stormtroopers. And I also am using blasters from Clone Army Customs. Now what really got me intrigued in this project is the Imperial symbol here. If you look at images of this and you saw it in Star Wars Rebels, that symbol is very prominent on the side of this vehicle. And so I was off to eBay and just did a search for Imperial decal, and you can actually find those on there. People make those and you can get them in different sizes. I don't remember, maybe that's a 1-inch sticker, and they're really good quality. Stuck that guy on there. I don't know about the longevity. I don't know if I'm going to peel the sticker off in here, if it's going to leave a lot of goo on the Lego piece, but really I'm not a big fan of stickers, but sometimes they're kind of necessary. And in this case, it's kind of what really got me to build this set in the first place. This has been one of those projects where it's fun to do, and I'm happy with the result, and it's not really challenging. But things have been kind of slow on my channel, and this kind of helped me get my brain back into things. And it was a lot of fun on Bricklink, kind of manipulating a parts list to see what colors I could get. So, those kind of things are good practice for mastering Bricklink too. But I'm really happy with the result. I like the black and the gray, and the Imperial symbol really just makes it for me. And as always, I'd love to hear what everybody thinks about this, so leave me a comment down below. I'd appreciate a thumbs up on this video, and if you're new, hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna get back into things. I got a couple of really cool ideas for mocks that are coming soon. I'm looking at some of those right now to the side of me, and I think you're gonna like those. So hit that subscribe button, stay tuned for more, and thanks for watching everybody. I'll be back soon.